You think circuses don't have carnies?
I mean, no, those are king carnies. Are you kidding me?
That's what you're working on.
That's the NBA of carnies.
That's like the carny with his addictions the most under control.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you ready for the big times, kid?
So you just snort heroin?
You're 20.
Can you start Tuesday?
You're 23 years old. Half your life is over. What do you want to do?
There are many topics and concepts we are all familiar with, but aren't exactly sure how they work. Each week, Alan Fitzgerald and I choose a topic and try our best to explain it. This is Explaining Things.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Explaining Things. As always,
Hello.
I'm Jonathan Tilson. This is Alan Fitzgerald.
I'm Alan.
And I got a question for my friend here. How do you become a carny?
A carny? But which one of our listeners out there is dying to become a carny?
I don't think any of them want to become a fucking mall Santa or any of the other topics we've had.
If I had to choose between mall Santa or carny,
Oh, no doubt.
I'm going mall Santa.
Because with mall Santa, you just have to drink. Carny, you have many other things going on.
Plus, you have to drink. You meet carnies, and a lot of times they'll say they were too smart for schooling. So that's the first thing.
Anyway, I'm 38, but I look 56.
I got a tattoo of an eagle that isn't finished.
He didn't even get to the red, white, and blue feathers.
Life is shit. So to be a carny, I think first you have to fail at everything else in life.
I think that's what you do.
You fail at everything
You fail
else.
at everything. I think maybe the last step before carny is just dive bar, drunkest guy in the bar. Construction didn't work out.
Trade school didn't work out.
You didn't finish it. How's it supposed to work out? There's no chance you know both parents.
No.
And if you do, one hit you a lot.
And also, let's be honest, you're probably a pedophile. About 75%, right?
I'm not saying pedophile, but I am saying 15 ain't off limits.
Yeah, that ain't a big deal.
That's a hebephile.
Excuse me. They don't know the difference. Hebephile? I'm just from Oklahoma.
I'm not into Jews.
He's yelling at a judge. I ain't never slept with no Jew and I ain't gonna. You understand me?
So you come from a hopeless situation, okay? And someone brings you in.
Yeah, your dad's probably a carny. And you can thrive as a carny with someone teaching you the ways.
And what are the ways, I ask you?
Son, you sleep on top of your important stuff.
Wallet goes in the pillowcase.
If you haven't got a cup, you drink out your shoe. Bourbon will kill any disease you can get from your shoe.
There has never been a sober carny.
No.
You drink yourself to death. We're laughing. It's sad. It's true. There's never been a fucking vegan carny.
No.
No, you just eat what's there.
No, they don't live long lives. The closest thing to a salad is cotton candy.
The lifespan of a carny, on average, is 47 years old.
Yes. Diabetes, liver failure, knife fight over a clean pair of shoes.
I feel like you grew up with a friend that was a carny.
Not a friend.
More of an uncle.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, like, if you have a deformity,
That's good.
once again, that's choosing the lifestyle for you.
Yeah. I mean, that's the easiest carny is the, hey, look at me and laugh carny, right?
The rarer the deformity, the better.
Yeah.
Okay, if you only have two fingers at your lobster boy, bam, they can't
Lobster
get rid
boy?
of you. You have power at that point. They can't just get rid of you for another lobster boy.
Oh, really? 2 bits an hour? Well, I'm actually on the phone with the Memphis Fair right now, buddy.
Oh, just go get another lobster boy. I'm sure you'll find one easily.
Oh, yeah. Nothing easier to spot than fleshy fucking pinchers.
How do you find love?
Another carny.
You're not getting groupies. You're not getting normal people from the
Groupies.
show. It's just like, oh, I kind of want to fuck that Ferris wheel operator.
Yeah, there's no dating app for carnies.
They also have an amazing amount of responsibility for a drug addict that just failed at everything else he did. Like, you've got regular people on...
I want so badly someone to be commenting, I have been sober for fucking 3 years and I'm a carny. All right, more like 2.5 years. Okay, I still drink beer. Okay, I toot a little meth every now and then.
Just to sleep.
You know it's bad when the smartest dude there is the clown who insults people. He's clever.
He's got wit.
He's got wit.
Because he's the conduit between the carnies and the regular world. Okay? All the carnies come through his insults.
Do you think there's a rule? Hey, man, carnies don't make fun of other carnies, okay? I'm not a carny, all right? I'm a clown, you scum.
You can't have a wife or kids. That's an important prerequisite. And if you do, they're in the carnival.
Yeah, bearded lady's the prize there. Everyone wants to fuck the bearded lady.
Who are you to turn down a woman with a beard?
Yeah, exactly. And also, by the way, dogs get eaten.
You think dogs get eaten?
I think dogs
They don't have enough food?
Every now and then, dogs get eaten, yes.
Oh, no. That's a bad carnival.
That's a bad carnival.
That's a bad carnival.
No, let's face it, it's a mediocre carnival.
There's a guy who runs the carnies. He's in charge of them.
Yes.
It's a hierarchy. There's a manager. You think he was once a Carny.
Yes.
He's the most competent Carny.
I mean, if me or you just go, all right, we just got hired here, they're not going to listen to us and our teeth. They're not going to listen to us
and
our teeth, John?
Absolutely not. You have to be a former player.
I mean, look at you. They would eat you alive with your combed hair.
They'd eat me over a dog.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Oh, they'd kill me is what they'd do.
Absolutely.
There would be an unsolved crime. The new Carny manager died 3 days into his new job. Blunt force trauma to the head. They say it was an accident. They're all sticking to the story. He fell off the Ferris wheel after hours.
What was he doing in the Ferris wheel after hours?
He was a weird guy. I think the manager of the Carnies is just a drunk.
Yeah, a high-functioning alcoholic.
He can say, do this, do that.
He can get out of bed at 11 a.m. without the help of methamphetamine.
It's a very low bar for what you do.
Yeah.
It's a low bar. Like, you do not have to be... I'd say, like, a dishwasher at a restaurant probably has a higher bar.
Some of those guys make $15, $16, $20 an hour. You can make a decent living doing that.
Does a Carny get money? Or
that's hard work.
Are they paid in shelter? In just family?
A lot of it's shelter.
And family, I think.
And you get told you're a part of a family.
They're not.
And seeing as how you grew up without parents, that means a lot to you.
That means a lot. So what's a Carny diet? I imagine, this is going to be insulting to Carnies, heavy on the baked beans. Not always heated up either. No. I'd say heated up is like a birthday.
A lot of nachos.
Leftover peanuts.
Hot dogs. Popcorn is another big food group.
Popcorn? I think that's a vegetable to their kind. I don't have time to heat it up. Give me the kernels. You'll break your tooth. I mean, booze is probably the base.
Yeah.
Booze is the base of the pyramid.
Whiskey.
Because I feel like they're generally thin. And it's an unhealthy thin.
If it wasn't for them, USA Gold would not be in business right now.
They all smoke. Because why give it up? It's a tiny pleasure. It's one of life's tiny pleasures. Sleeping in straw isn't one of life's tiny pleasures.
No, God, no. And by the way, that's saying like, oh, it's my night to sleep on the straw. Like, not everyone gets to do that. For them, it is a tiny pleasure.
The end of a shift cigarette when you know you're about to be you've already been drinking all day.
Yes.
Now you can drink heavily.
Now you can stop putting on airs with your Mountain Dew soda bottle, you know?
Exactly.
You can kick back with a glass.
Yeah.
A glass that you'll break to defend yourself if anyone takes your whiskey.
You're no stranger to a bottle fight.
No, absolutely not. When they train you how to use a box cutter in a fight.
Oh,
that's what they do.
They're like, I don't think fucking Jethro is cut out for this life. Like, he's never been in a bottle fight before. Look at him, he's drinking from cans like there isn't chaos that could just break out at any moment.
What are you going to do with that empty Budweiser can? Nothing, Tom.
So we're saying, you have to come from a broken home. You have to have no other options. No one's going, I could be a garbage collector, or I could be and have a family, or I could be a Carny on the road. If
you're a woman, you're almost 100% a failed porn star.
It was never success.
Not even
you put out a couple amateur tapes with your fucking boyfriend/uncle. And it was like, you know what?
/director. You like to call himself a director.
It was his idea.
Okay, so yes, methamphetamine addiction. Absolutely.
Methamphetamine. Booze, cigarettes. Of course.
You're probably not afraid of a tornado.
You could lose a relative to a tornado at any moment.
Or you can die in a fight over a chicken finger with your best friend, too. Chicken fingers, that is top-level Carny food
That's
right
when
there.
you know you have a best friend, when you wouldn't kill him for a chicken finger. Single tear goes down the eye. I didn't know we were that close.
Low expectations.
Low expectations.
Get rid of all the little pleasures of life. Air conditioning, it's bourgeois. You don't need that where you're going.
Fail at everything. You don't need it good because you don't have it either.
Yeah, it's not happening.
You know, maybe you have a fan somewhere, but that's as good as that. Addiction to drugs. Fail at everything. Have no other options, and I think you can have a good 47 years as a Carny. There's something beautiful about that.
If you start when you're 12.
All right, I think that's all we got. I'm Jonathan Tilson.
Alan Fitzgerald.